Sergeant Preston of the Northwest Mounted Police with Yukon King, swiftest and strongest lead dog breaking the trail in the relentless pursuit of lawbreakers in the wild days of the Yukon. Back to the days of the gold rush as Sergeant Preston with his wonder dog Yukon King meets the challenge of the Yukon. This is the Yukon, the territory patrolled by Sergeant Preston, where men waged a bitter and determined struggle to wrest gold from the frozen earth and found the pitiless land sometimes more friendly than their own fellow creatures. Bemis Landing, a mining settlement 38 miles northwest of Dawson. When Sergeant Preston stopped at Bemis Landing to post some recent changes in the laws governing placer mining, he found the town a ghost of its former self.
Down, everybody. Down. Well, there you are, Mr. Brady.
$15 registration fee and $100 annual assessment shall be paid on each placer claim as of January the 1st. Not that it means anything around here, Sergeant. The men in Bemis are discouraged about mining. Everybody's moving out. More likely I'll be gone too the next time you come through. Business is shot to pieces.
Well, that's the way it is in the Yukon. When the gold goes, the men go too. Still, it's a shame to see a town die.
Well, a businessman can't afford to be sentimental. I've got to go to where I can make a profit.
Well, then I'd better buy my supplies while you're still here.
Sure thing, Sergeant. What is it you need?
Side of bacon, sack of flour, make that a small sack.
Right.
And, what's the matter, Brady?
It's Zach Wilson recording a claim. You know, he's a shrewd old coot. I wonder.
Mr. Brady, Zach struck a winner somewhere. You should see that ore. Pure color sticking out just like raisins. Zach, where did you find it? You can tell an old friend.
Who told you I found anything?
I saw your sample, Zach.
You see too much. Give me a dozen cans of beans, 15 pounds of rolled oats, and 2 tins of lard. Look at them, darn buzzards.
Every claim's a matter of record. You didn't expect to keep it a secret, did you, Zach?
It was pure nuggets, I tell you.
And son, you give me my order and let me get out of here.
It's no longer a secret, Wilson. You might as well tell me. Where'd you strike gold?
You want to get in on it too, Sergeant?
No, but if there's going to be a stampede, I'll have a policing job to do.
Yeah, that's right. Swiftwater Creek, 4 miles out of Ladue.
That's the nicest color I've ever seen in those days.
10 pound flour, please. Hurry, Mr. Brady. Also, 1 new pecan.
I was here first. Brady, give me one of those frying pans and a sack of cornmeal.
Mind your manner, my friend.
You. All right, men, we'll have none of that here.
See? Mind what the sergeant say. Mr. Brady, I take 3 orange.
Oranges at $2 a piece. Hey, Brady, put me down for this.
Hey, take it easy. No. Sergeant, give me a hand here, will you? Cut this down.
All right, man, all right. There's plenty for
Give me a hand, Sergeant. Wait your turn.
I'll line up here. Just line up here. King, keep them in line.
What am I waiting for?
They go the long way, round Graybeard Mountain. Beaver Louie take the shortcut over the pass.
You better not do it.
You tell Beaver Louie where he go and where he not go?
Oh, but it's just for your own protection. That pass is suicide.
Suicide pass. You don't scare Beaver Louie.
And just the same, you better take the safe way around with the others.
That take 3 days. By the time Beaver Louie get to Swiftwater Creek, all the best claim taken.
Well, it's better to have a poor claim, Louie, and live to work it.
What's Louie trying to do?
I don't know, but he's got something up his sleeve. We're going to keep an eye on him.
If he thinks he can go over Graybeard Pass, he's crazy.
Beaver Louie's crazy like a fox.
Look, Sergeant, I know I can make that. I got the...
I know I have no legal right to stop you from picking your own route, but I warn you, I must examine your supplies to see that you have everything you need.
That take all day, no?
Maybe 2, Louis.
All right, Sergeant, you win.
On our way, too.
Not you too, Brady. Sure thing, Sergeant. See you in Swiftwater Creek. You won. Good luck.
Logan, what are you stopping for? I don't get it. What's the big idea? If we don't hurry, we're going to miss out on the best spot.
I want to see what Louie's doing. No monkey gonna stop Beaver Louie.
Crazy cootie's going right up over Graybeard Mountain. And without his pack, he'll never make it.
Not unless he figures to get his food on top of the mountain.
Are you going crazy, too? There's no grub up there.
Oh, you numbskull. Louie's been trapping that mountain for a year. He's got a food cache up there.
Cache? I never thought of that.
Sure. I gotta think for both of us.
What are you doing?
Oh, quit gabbing and ditch that pack. We're gonna follow Louie up that mountain.
I get it. You figure there's enough for 3 of us in his cache.
Well, enough for 2 of us anyway.
Sergeant Preston proceeded to Dawson and informed his superior of the new gold strike on Swiftwater Creek. Since any concentration of rough and ready men presented problems for the law, the inspector asked Preston to hurry to the new camp and remain there until order emerged from the first chaos.
Voila. Here is my little baby. Everybody think Louis crazy. But Louis, he know what he do.
You sure do, Louis. I never thought you was crazy, Louis. I always said you was a smart cookie, didn't I, Hod?
Yeah.
That's why I followed you up here. I figured you had something like this, or you wouldn't have tackled Graybeard Pass.
You have no right.
Oh, come now, Louis. You're gonna share with us, aren't you?
You dirty thieves. You can't steal Louis cash. I brought that food up here on my back.
Ah, we're not stealing it, Louis. We're just borrowing. We'll pay you back down in Swiftwater. Won't we, Hod?
Not much there, Slocum.
Enough to get us through?
One man, sure. Two in a pinch, three,
Well, that's just too bad.
No.
You should have hauled more grub up the mountain, Louis. Then there'd been enough for all of us.
Hold it, Slocum. No use drilling him. Somebody might find him. Just take his snowshoes and he won't get far. The wolves will take care of him for us.
Yeah, sure. That's a good idea.
On his way to his new assignment, Sergeant Preston knew he could count on his superb team with Yukon King running at their head to take shortcuts too difficult and dangerous for ordinary dogs.
Now, just checking his gangway, King. Okay. What's the matter with you? Wait a minute. You found something, huh? Somebody lost their pack. I wonder. Oranges. Beaver Louie. He said he wanted to tackle old Graybeard, and apparently he did in spite of our warning. No tracks either. Last night's snow could have taken care of that. Here, King. Get the scent, boy. Get the scent. You got it? Good. Good boy. Whoa, King! On you, Husky! Whoa, King! Whoa!
Say, this is some diggings. I took out more in 3 days than I made Bemis in a month. Who's that on the sled?
Beaver Louie. Found him on Graybeard Pass. He's in a bad way from cold and exposure.
Oh, no. Well, bring him into my tent. It's right over there.
All right, give me a hand here.
Yes, sir.
He'll soon regain consciousness. Then warmth and time will do the rest.
He must have been out of his mind trying to make it over Graybeard Pass.
No, Brady, he knew exactly what he was doing.
How's that?
Yes, he had a food cache up there. And he'd have made it, too. Only
what?
Only when he got there, someone had already stolen the food.
You sure?
Took every last bit of grub. Louis left his pack down below because he was counting on the cache. When he got there, it was stripped clean.
Why, that's as bad as murder.
Well, if it hadn't been for King here, it would have been murder. As it is now, it's attempted murder.
Well, if Louis recovers, he may be able to tell you who did it.
Well, perhaps, but I'm not waiting for that. Do you have any ideas?
Well, I don't like to talk when I don't have anything to go on.
What's on your mind, Brady? If you have my assurance, I'll not act without proof.
There's a couple of men. They were the first ones here and staked the best claims. But nobody can figure how they made it so fast on foot. Even beat the dog teams.
Well, they could have made it over Graybeard Pass, couldn't they?
Well, mind you, I don't know. It just looked mighty peculiar, that's all. The boys couldn't figure it out. And Slocum and his pals aren't talking.
Slocum, eh? Isn't he the fellow that had the argument with Louis in your store?
That's right.
Thanks. I'll have a little chat with Mr. Slocum. Right now, I want to question some of the other men about him.
His claim's the furthest one down the creek next to Zach Wilson's.
Thanks, Brady.
Yes, sir.
Just was questioned by the lawman. Some people are going to get in trouble around here, mark my words. Yes, sir. Things are going to be different. Some folks will wish they'd never been born.
Look here, old man. What are you trying to say?
It's all over camp.
What's all over camp?
About you two and Beaver Louie.
What about Beaver Louie?
Sergeant Preston found Louie up on Graybeard Pass.
Alive?
You bet. Got him now down in Brady's tent, and as soon as he can talk, he'll tell the sergeant who rifled his cache. Same as murder, stealing a man's food cache.
Why, you...
Stop it, Hud. We've got to get down to camp and stop all those lies about us.
What's the big idea, Slocum?
You heard what the old coot said about when Louis gets so he can talk?
Sure, I heard him.
Well, don't you see? That means he can't talk yet. And it's up to us to make sure that he never does. Understand?
But if we kill him, the Mountie will know the way to...
Not the way I figure to do it.
Down. You be quiet, fellow. I want you to disturb the patient. Down, Blunick. Down, boys. Be quiet.
Zach said Louis was in Brady's tent, didn't he?
Yeah. There's that big dog that goes everywhere with Preston.
All right. You rile up the dog. That'll draw them out of the tent. I'll take care of the rest.
Do we have to kill Louis?
You want him to recover and tell all he knows? You want to do 20 years or get lynched for robbing a cache?
All right.
He's coming around, Sergeant.
Yeah, you ought to be able to talk before long. What happened?
That confounded beast of yours jumped me, that's what happened.
King doesn't attack without cause. What were you trying to do?
I was just passing by, that's all. This dog jumped me without any warning. What are you going to do about it, Mountie? Just because you're the law, that doesn't give your dog the right to... Something's got to be done about that dog.
Quiet, King. Quiet, King. Nothing's bothering him.
It's Louis. Why, his head is bleeding. He must have struck it on a tent pole here.
Couldn't have done it himself.
He's trying to tell us about it.
Come on, we got to get out of here.
What happened?
No time to talk now. Take that sled, the empty one.
trying to tell us about it?
I wonder. Here, fix him up here. Come on, Brady.
As Slocum and Hod sped over the virgin snow with a light sled and fresh dogs, it seemed a foregone conclusion that they would escape justice.
Come on, King. You'll never catch him, Sergeant. Your team's tired and your sled's carrying a heavy load.
No time to unload now. On, King! On, you huskies!
Preston counted on his superior team as well as his skill at the helm to cut down their lead. And on his side, he had another advantage. The great dog Yukon King, with his uncanny ability to avoid dangers and guide his team over the fastest track after his quarry.
Stay down, King. All right, give up, you two.
Not a chance, Mountie.
They've got us pinned down, King. Try to make it around the other way. Go ahead.
Go on.
All right, both of you on your feet. Arrest you in the name of the Crown. Here, King.
It only takes one or two rotten apples to spoil the barrel, Sergeant. And now that you've cleaned out ours, I don't think you'll have any more problems with Swiftwater Creek.
And all the boys agreed to give Beaver Louie one good claim.
Well, why not? Those fellows got theirs illegally, and they won't be working claims for some time.
That's right. Their claims have been forfeited.
And Louie gets his pick of the two.
Beaver Louie very grateful to you, Sergeant. And, Sergeant, next time you tell Beaver Louie to stay off the pass, Beaver Louie stay off the pass, you bet.
Well, there's the fellow you should thank, Louie. I'd have never found you if it hadn't been for him. Well, King, we have some prisoners to take back to the Dawson jail. For us, this case is closed. On, King! On, you huskies!